Hey, I'm Brett Delaney with First Citrus Bank, and I'm here with Chris and Kent, the owner of Coppertail Brewing.
Okay. So, so Coppertail Brewing started in my garage, essentially. So I was home brewing on weekends, and I was working as an attorney during the week, and just dreaming of starting a brewery. So that's kind of how it all began.
How many years ago was that?
That was coming up on probably about 8 or 9 years ago, and then it took a couple years to get the brewery started. So we started about 7 years ago.
Tell me about the dream of Coppertail. How did you come up with the name, location? How did that come about?
Yeah, well, the name was my daughter. She was 5 years old at the time, and she used to like to tell the story about a sea monster in Tampa Bay in Coppertail. She was a very crazy, creative kid. I loved it. And it became kind of an inside family joke. Look out for Coppertail and whenever we were going to be. And we were coming up with names for the brewery. I wrote it on a list, and we just kept coming back to that one because it's fun to say. It talks about creativity, I think, and imagination and fun. And those are all things that we really wanted this brewery to incorporate. And then also we knew we could have fun with Coppertail as a sea monster, with all of our branding, our logos, and our beer labels and all that stuff. So I think it's been a good identity for us. Another good thing I think the name does is it's hard to take yourself too seriously when you're named after an imaginary sea monster, essentially, right? And so it kind of helps remind us that, hey, we're here to have fun, and if we're not having fun, and if our customers are not enjoying what we're doing, then we're doing it wrong.
So obviously you're a local community brewer here. Tell us about your community involvement, what you do in our community.
Yeah, so being integrated in the community has always been really important to us. We believe in giving back. We've been really fortunate to have customers to be able to start this business, and we feel like we can do it to help our community. So the team here picks a group of charities every year, and every month we pick a different charity, and we give a portion of our proceeds each month to that charity. We call that our Helping with Hops program. Then in addition, we make donations of beer and sometimes cash to other charitable initiatives along the way. So we've helped Tampa Bay Watch, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Autism Speaks. I don't know, the list is probably too long for me to remember right now. And for me, the important part is that they're not just charities that I'm excited about, it's charities that everybody here can get behind.
It's a great model.
Yeah, it's a fun way to do it. COVID hit our business hard. All of a sudden, bars were shut down, and that meant not only was our bar shut down, where we get a lot of our revenue to pay our employees, but all the bars in the whole state of Florida that usually buy our beer were shut down. So our sales just plummeted. Meanwhile, we had all these good people on our payroll that we were still paying, and we were wondering how long could we keep paying. I had talked to some other banks, and I'd been told, you need to wait. You know, you're a small business, get at the back of the line, essentially. And then I was amazed talking to First Citrus that you guys, actually you personally, Brett, actually took an interest in getting us our funding. And instead of me calling and saying, where are we? Can we get in line? Can we submit an application? We had you contacting me saying, have you finished the application yet? I'm about to submit a batch of these. I really want to get you guys submitted into this batch, and monitoring our progress. And that was awesome. And that was service that we had never gotten before, and that I didn't expect to get from a bank nowadays. I thought banks don't do that anymore. But that was wonderful. And then there was shortly after we submitted our application, there was a week where our revenue had gotten real low, and I realized we weren't going to make payroll the following week. No, I think it was maybe 2 weeks away. We weren't going to make payroll.
Right, it was 2 weeks away.
Yeah,
I remember.
I sat at my desk, and I actually had to make a list. This is the worst exercise ever. I had to make a list of people that didn't want to fire, and that I thought were great team members, but I had to make a list of, well, who am I going to fire if I can't make payroll? I made that list, and kind of, upset me, and I couldn't believe I was going to have to do this. And then I think I came into work the following Monday, or maybe it was that Friday before I even left work. But the point is, before I had to do anything with that list, I got the news first that we were funded. The money was hitting the bank like the next day, and man, it was like a hallelujah moment in this office. Because you know, me and our chief financial officer and a couple of my other team members were just high-fiving each other, hugging each other. You know, we don't have to fire anybody. So that's the difference. You know, the first interest made in our business. It literally kept us from having to fire some of our best people. So that's something I'm grateful for. That's a partnership that, you know, how can you put value on? It's fantastic.
I'm glad we can help you. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Since then, the economy has started to recover and people are back at bars. Now people all over the state are ordering our beer. People are coming in here and buying beer. You know, our distribution's increasing with our retailers. And we've made it over that hump out of that dangerous time that we were in. So I guess, you know, life feels happy again, and I don't know, we're just happy to be, you know, found the right way in doing business.